Hey guys, Appleite here with Instant Action Gaming, and today we're going to be doing a Guncraft rounds analysis. This is a brand new series I'm going to be starting, where I analyse one of my rounds in Guncraft to see what I did right, what I did wrong, and how you guys can basically learn from me, and how I can learn from you guys in the game. So basically, this is Guncraft. It's a voxel FPS shooter. In this round I do pretty good. I get KD of 3, 24 to 8, so I suppose it's okay. I come second in the whole leaderboard, and I'm using a semi-automatic gun. I believe it's called the Eagle Eye, and it's a community built gun, but it's, as it's semi-automatic, it's a very large caliber, and I'm on this server, as you can see I'm mowing down people here. I'm on a server where ammo is unlimited. Basically you don't have to reload. It's I don't know what it's called, unlimited server or something, so I don't have to reload. So on a server like this, people run around using Uzis and stuff, but the cone of fire just blooms loads. So I recommend using a high powerful semi-automatic weapon like the Eagle Eye, because you can just own people, as you'll see here, using quite a few tactics which I picked up in the game after I've been playing it for over a year now. I do have a few fails, but this gun works really well. So some of the things you'll notice I'm doing is, obviously, apart from failing here, trying to get out of this tank and then getting beaten up by this little jet ski thing. I'm just going to call it a jet ski, but I don't have a clue what it's called in the actual game. I might remember a later one. But a couple of things I actually do is I'm always checking the map, because actually in Guncraft enemies show up on the maps. As you can see here, I see that little red dot on the map there, and I run towards it because I think I can destroy it. I always use vehicles. If there is vehicles that suit the environment I'm in, I will use them, because obviously it helps to be on a vehicle. You've got more protection against enemies, and you've got more firepower at your disposal. And then I'm always, like, definitely always keeping an eye on the map. And that's one mistake I make there, is I run into a tank, which is a one-hit kill. So that's one of the few mistakes I make in this clip, because I do pretty well, I think. And also I conserve my kill streaks. As you'll see here, I've got a kill streak. It's a, what is it? It's a turret, but I'm not going to use it because I don't need to use it. You only use kill streaks if you need to use them, because they're an added bonus, but they're not something you have to use. So don't use them unless you really need them, because if I put down a turret here, I'll just be farming for it. It should be boring. I might get a few kills, but I would end up to me getting snuck up on from behind with the randomized spawn points in this map and just getting killed. So obviously don't use them unless you really need to use them, or if it's like a helicopter or a UAV, then use it, but if it's something else, don't. And also, as you can see in this map, it's a destructible environment, which is so you can destroy it. So as I'm going around, I am shooting everything. As you see here, we both kill each other, but that does happen quite a bit in this game, because the netcode, but I suppose it's okay. And always, as you can see, those red blocks are lava, so what we have to do on lava is you take a lot of damage when you're on them, so sprint. And when I aim for people, what I do is I always aim for upper body. This is something I actually use in all first person shooters, is when you aim at someone, I always aim for upper body, and then the recoil will carry it up to the head. Obviously it changes for what weapon you're using, what game you're playing, but always upper body, and then the bullets normally travel to head. And as you can see here, like highly situational the vehicle uses. That's a really fast vehicle there, and it's got I suppose a decent gun on it, but it's not good for every occurrence, so I jump off it there just after getting the kill, and then they're everywhere on this map. I choose to use these instead of the tank because it's a lot faster. They have I would say a better gun on them. It's more damage per second if you work it out as that, because the tank does one hit people, but this kicks out a lot more damage per second than the tank. I do get stuck in some random places in this map. This map is getting destroyed as we go along, because as you can see I'm just destroying it because there's more chances of me seeing people. One of the enemy team here has used a map blocker, don't know what it's called, some kind of signal blocker thing, which means I can't see anyone anymore, so I just kind of have to run around. But it comes back on now. I can see there's enemy vehicles, they're the little red helicopter looking icons. I can see they're behind me, so I turn around as it's behind me. I'm just going to go and chase him the best I can and try and kill him, but it turns out he disappears for some reason. People just randomly disappear sometimes. And I'm just going to go around and always looking at my map. Probably the main thing I do is, if you're always looking at the map, you're much less likely to be killed, and obviously if everyone does it, it's like, it helps a lot. Because games like Guncraft, players do show up even if they're not shooting. They could stand there in a corner, hidden, and they still show up. So always look at your map in Guncraft if you do have the game, and use kill streaks if you need to use them. And also adapt your playstyle to what is happening. As you'll see in a bit, I have to change my playstyle because the enemy team, a few of the players, are doing well like me, and they managed to spawn helicopters, and the helicopters are absolutely wrecking us on the ground. So I have to change my playstyle to adapt to win, basically, because I'm not going to win if I'm getting wrecked by helicopters. I do get some quite nice kill feeds here, and I'm just killing person after person after person. As you can see there, I just unlocked the helicopter kill streak, which is a very good kill streak, because you just get a massive flying like little bird in the sky with a nice machine gun on it, and you get to go around killing people. It is quite hard to pilot though, but you do have a very good gun on there, which does shred people apart very quickly. Another good thing to do in Guncraft is to know the map, because if you know the map, you know how to get around where things are, what to do. I'd only played on this map 3 times before, and as I was going through, I was trying to remember where everything was, so I know the safe parts to be and what to do. But if you really know the map, it does help you a lot. And this is the same for really most games. If you know a map in Call of Duty or Battlefield, it can help you a lot when you're shooting people. Even in PlanetSide too, if you know some of the facility layouts, you'll know what to do. Like Minecraft PvP, it's the same for kind of all player v player games, and also player v environment if it's like a repeated level, if you know the places to hide, the places where the enemies spawn. It does help quite a lot. As you can see, there is players on my team running around with like machine guns and Uzis and whatever, but I personally do not see the use of a Uzi when it's exactly the same. Like, it's just automatic. It's not going to kick out any more damage than usual with the damage per second, because this gun, which I'm using, obviously the Eagle Eye, I've worked out it will actually do more damage per second, as it's obviously a semi-automatic weapon that does have, actually on normal servers, have a shot restriction on how many shots you can do per second, but obviously on here it doesn't, so it's an absolute beast. As you see, just before, I did get killed by a helicopter, so I was starting to figure out, I thought it would be shot down, so I did make a mistake here in deciding to go outside and see if I can take the helicopter on, which I would say, don't really take helicopters on. Obviously your guns do a lot of damage, and I do get a kill later on of me killing one of these aircraft with my primary weapon, but it's not really worth taking them on. I would hide from the helicopters as much as you can. I would occasionally put bullets into them if you've got the bullets to spare, but I wouldn't do it too much. I do pretty well in this round, obviously going 24-8 at the end. The match that didn't actually end with a winner, the server disconnected. That sometimes happens in Guncraft. Well, it came out of beta a while ago, but with games that can be hosted by anyone, if the host is disconnected because he rage quit or something, the whole game server just goes down. That happens with player hosted games. I have, as you can probably see in all the videos, been a decent player, well, semi-decent, at Guncraft because of basically the experience I have in the game. I have been playing now, basically in the open beta, since open beta when it was free to everyone, when everyone just played the game for free. I played it since then, and as soon as the game came out to actually buy properly, I purchased it then, and obviously I've then been playing it for quite a long time since. Before this clip came out, I hadn't actually played on Guncraft for about a month, but I came back on, logged straight back in. I did play it on about 5 matches before this just to get warmed up, basically back into the game and get my twitching back on. So that's basically what I do when I play the game. I kind of twitch around, shoot everyone, but it does take quite a bit of practice. Guncraft does, because it's not like a normal first-person shooter. It's kind of based like Minecraft, kind of like Call of Duty. That's what it says. Like Minecraft / Battlefield, Call of Duty. It's kind of like halfway between the two, but it's a really good game. I think it's I suppose you might be saying there is what's the other game? There's another game like this. I've completely forgot what it's called. There'll be an annotation on the screen saying what it is, but it's a game like this, same voxel kind of based thing, but I don't think it's just quite as good as Guncraft, because of the Guncraft does have a rather good community on the thing. Everyone's making maps, playing games together, talking to each other. Rather good community, I think, for the small game it is. So it'd be good if the community can get together and do some more stuff. As with this series, it will be coming out every 2 weeks. I'm going to be basically playing I'm going to probably play like every 2 to 3 days, and then I'm going to be recording all my sessions. The best kill streak I get will go up, or the best game I get will go up as my kill streak analysis. If you've got any tips for me, please tell me, because this is the first time I've ever done something like this before, which is analysing a round in a game. As you can see here, the enemy team have got 2 helicopters now, and I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with getting shot down by the enemy helicopters. Well, not getting shot down, but like getting killed by them. So I'm gonna like try and take them down now. So I was going through my mind, it's like, how am I going to take them down without me getting killed? I'd already spawned a helicopter and tried it, which just didn't work. I tried shooting at them, and I was thinking I do need to try and get that helicopter back up without them seeing, and try it again. So right there, I get killed again, and now I'm really annoyed because I want to take it out, I can't do it. So here I start unload. I look at it and just look around thinking, what do I do? So in the end, I am going to try and spawn my helicopter after taking this one down with my mag. I get it, so you can take it down, and I see that the enemy chopper has just fallen out of the sky, the other one. So that's the 2 helicopters gone in the period of about 3 seconds. Now to stop the enemy from getting the helicopters back up again with their kill streaks, I need to get in the air, and I need to dominate the air. So I spawn my helicopter and start going around. Don't know what I'm aiming at to start with, I just start shooting. I take that helicopter down that's on the ground, just to stop someone from getting in it. And then I see this jet ski thing, or whatever it's called, and I take that out with ease, because they're a pain also. And basically this helicopter, small arms fire, does take them out rather quickly. But if you okay pilot, which is hard to be in this, it doesn't like act like how they should in like other games, like say Battlefield or PlanetSide. The air vehicles are completely different in this game. We do take out 2 jet skiers there, and there's basically me patrolling around. I tried to take out this guy and get him in the end, but only just as my machine gun kind of locked onto him as I was at the far bottom of my point of view. Now I'm just going to be flying around here. I pretty much crash into this building, but luckily you can't really die from crashing in this game. And well, it's just the design of the game, you can't die from that, which is good. So I'm just going to go around and start basically just trying to take apart the roof, kill as many people as possible, so I know the round is coming to an end. Even though the timer does say 9,986 minutes, it's a score limit, and I'm reaching the score limit rather quickly. As you can see, I think I like the destructible environments in this FPS game. Obviously, in games like Battlefield, you do get a little bit of destruction, but nowhere near as much as here. And here is the point when the server goes down. What I do is I'm looking around. As you can see, everything's frozen. People start disconnected. It's like, what's going on? I quickly click tab to check my kills to there, and then the server goes down. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you've got any tips for me, put them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode of Guncraft Round Analysis.